Going to explain refraction of light at plane surfaces. Refraction of light at plane surfaces. So let us see what is refraction of light at plane surfaces. So this is the colored portion. So it is, I think, water. So water is the denser medium. It is considered as the denser medium. So water, it is considered as the denser medium. And white portion, that is considered as the rarer medium, like air. So we have two type of different media: air rarer medium, water denser medium. So this line xy, the surface xy separates rarer medium and denser medium. So this xy surface is called interface. This is called interface. Now we have to draw the perpendicular line to xy surface. That means perpendicular line to interface, that is called normal. So this dotted line shows normal. It is perpendicular to xy interface. Now let us consider one ray which is travel in the rarer medium, that is travels in the air. So this is called incident ray. Actually, which is called incident ray. So the ray which is traveling towards the interface, the ray which is travels towards the interface is called incident ray. Here AO is the incident ray. So this ray incident on the interface at O. So O is called point of incidence. So this ray travels first in the rarer medium, enters into the denser medium. So it is called incident ray. Now this ray travels through the water, that is the second medium, denser medium. So we observe that when this light ray travels from rarer medium to denser medium, its direction changes. So it moves toward the normal. So this direction changes. This phenomenon is called refraction of light at plane surfaces. So what is the refraction of light at plane surfaces? When light ray travels from one medium to another medium, either rarer to denser or denser to rarer. But here we have considered light ray travels from rarer medium to denser medium. That is, travels from air to water. So its direction changes at the interface. So this phenomenon is called refraction of light at plane surfaces. So I, that is I is called angle of incidence. I is called angle of incidence. So this angle, that is a R is called angle of refraction. So we'll discuss later. So now I is the angle of incidence, R is the angle of refraction. So this phenomenon is called refraction of light. So let us see what is the refraction of light. When light ray travels from one medium to another medium, its direction changes at the interface. This phenomenon is known as refraction of light. So what are the changes, or what is the reason for the refraction of light? So because light travels from one medium to another medium, its speed changes. Due to change the speed, so its direction also changes. That is the cause for refraction. So let us see, refraction is the result of change in speed of light at the interface. So that means light travels with different speeds in the different dispersive media. So the speed of the light in air is not equals to speed of light in the water or glass. So the speed of the light depends on the material, depends on the medium. So the process of changing speed at an interface, when light travels from one medium to another medium, resulting in a change in the direction, is the refraction of light. So refraction means when light ray travels from one medium to another medium, its direction changes, or it is moving towards normal or away from normal. So that phenomenon is called refraction of light. the main reason for the refraction, when the light travels from one medium to another medium, its speed changes. Due to the speed, so its direction also changes. That is the main reason for the refraction of light. So I said that light travels from rarer to denser medium or denser to rarer medium. So actually, which is called denser medium, which is called rarer medium. Let us see. Denser medium. Consider that light travels from medium 1 with the speed v1 to medium 2 with the speed v2. So that means we can decide which is the denser medium, which is the rarer medium by using the speed of the light, based on the speed of the light. Suppose two mediums are there, medium 1, medium 2. If the speed of the light in the first medium is taken as v1 and the speed of the light in the second medium is taken as v2. If v2 is less than v1, v2 means speed of the light in the second medium is less than the speed of light in the first medium, then the second medium is said to be denser medium. Then the second medium is said to be denser medium. So if v2 is less than v1, v2 means speed of light in the second medium, v1 means speed of light in the first medium. If v2 is less than v1, then the second medium is said to be denser medium. Okay. So similarly, let us see which is called rarer medium. Same way, if v1 is greater than v2, then medium 1 is said to be rarer medium. What is v1? v1 is the speed of the light in the first medium. v2 is the speed of light in the second medium. If v1 value is greater than v2, then first medium is said to be rarer medium, second medium is said to be denser medium. So if the speed of light is more, that is the rarer medium. If the speed of light is less, that is the denser medium. So based on the speed of the light, we can decide which is denser, which is rarer. Okay. So angle of incidence. You have seen in that figure, I shows angle of incidence. What is the angle? So incident ray means that light ray which is moving toward the interface is called incident ray. Incident ray makes some angle with normal. That angle is called angle of incidence. So the angle between incident ray and normal is called angle of incidence. It is denoted by I. It is denoted by I. And the same way, angle of refraction. So when the light ray enters from one medium to another medium, so the second ray moving away from the interface, that is called refracted ray. So refracted ray makes some angle with the normal. That angle is called angle of refraction. So the angle between normal and the refracted ray is called angle of refraction. So we can see in this figure, I, angle of incidence. This is the angle between incident ray to normal. So same way, R is called angle of refraction. It is the angle between normal to refracted ray. So this is the angle of incidence and angle of refraction. So they are not equal. Suppose when the light ray traveling from rarer to denser medium, so angle of incidence is greater than angle of refraction. Okay, I is greater than R. Suppose if the light ray traveling from denser to rarer medium, so I is less than R. Okay, based on the refraction. Okay, now let us see some observations about refraction. If light ray enters from rarer medium to denser medium, then refracted ray moves toward the normal drawn at the interface of separation of two medium. Okay, when the light ray travels from rarer to denser medium, that light ray bending towards the normal because speed decreases. Conversely, if light ray enters from denser medium to rarer medium, then it bends away from normal. So you can see in this figure, so here colored portion denser medium, this white portion rarer medium. In this figure, incident ray travels from denser medium to rarer medium. So here this refracted ray bending away from, moves away from the normal. So in this case, angle I or angle of incidence is less than the angle of refraction. Okay, when light ray enters from rarer to denser medium, refracted ray moves toward the normal. This is important observation. So when the light ray enters from denser to rarer medium, the refracted ray moving away from the normal. Okay, now let us see one of the important terms. So refractive index. So which is called refractive index. It is the ratio of the speed of the lights. So let us see the proper definition. The ratio of speed of light in vacuum to the speed of light in that given medium is defined as refractive index of the given medium. It is denoted by N. It is also called absolute refractive index. So what is refractive index or absolute refractive index? It is the ratio of speed of light. So the ratio of speed of light in vacuum to speed of light in the given medium. That ratio is called refractive index or absolute refractive index. So let us see the formula. Absolute refractive index is equal to speed of light in vacuum by speed of light in medium. So formula N is equal to C by V, where C means speed of light in vacuum or air. So this is the ratio between two same quantities, speed of the light. So it has no units because it is the ratio of same quantities, it has no units. Finally, refractive index has no units. So in this formula, C is the velocity of the light or speed of the light in air or vacuum. So its value 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. So light travels different speeds in different dispersive media, but particularly the speed of light in air or vacuum is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. So we know that the light travels with the different speeds, different dispersive media. Due to this reason, different materials have the different refractive indices. So some values are given in a textbook also. Let us see this table. The refractive index of air is 1.003, that is approximately 1. Refractive index of ice 1.31. Refractive index of water 1.33. Refractive index of kerosene 1.44. Turpentine oil 1.47. Chrome glass 1.52. Benzene 1.50. Canada balsam 1.53. Rock salt refractive index 1.54. Carbon disulfide 1.63. Dense flint glass 1.65. Ruby 1.71. Sapphire 1.77. Diamond 2.42. So these values are also important in 10th class examinations. So among these values, which has the highest refractive index? Diamond. So diamond refractive index is 2.42. So it has the highest value among these materials. At the same time, air has the least value 1.003, approximately 1. So air has the least refractive index and the diamond has the more refractive index. So different materials have the different refractive index values. Why? The refractive index depends on some factors. What are they? So refractive index of the material depends on nature of the material and wavelength of light used. So we have the different colors of lights. Red color light, blue color, violet, VIBGYOR. So many, 7 colors are there. So different colors have the different wavelengths. So the refractive index depends on nature of material, wavelength of light used on that activity. So let us see one more definition. Relative refractive index. Relative refractive index. So same, it is also ratio of speed of lights. So let us see the definition. the ratio of speed of light in the first medium to the speed of light in second medium is called relative refractive index. So you learn absolute refractive index, but this is the relative refractive index. What is the difference? In case of absolute refractive index, first medium should be air or vacuum. But in case of relative refractive index, so no need to take in as air or vacuum. Both are the different dispersive media. Water, diamond, water, glass, glass, diamond, like that. So the ratio of the speed of light in the first medium to speed of light in the second medium is called relative refractive index. It is denoted by N21. N21. N21 means refractive index of the second medium with respect to first medium. It is only comparison. Refractive index of the second medium with respect to first medium, that is called relative refractive index. So formula N21 is equal to speed of light in the medium 1 by speed of light in the medium 2. So it has also no units. Why? It is also ratio of the same quantity, speed. So speed of light and speed of light. So finally N21 is equal to V1 by V2, where V1 is speed of light in the first medium, V2 is speed of light in the second medium. So finally we got the relation N21 is equal to V1 by V2. To get another relation, so dividing this numerator and the denominator with C. What is C? C means speed of light in vacuum or air. So finally N21 is equal to V1 by C whole divided by V2 by C. After simplification, so we got N21 is equal to N2 by N1. So since N is equal to C by V, absolute refractive index is equal to C by V, put N is equal to C by V, we got N21 is equal to N2 by N1. So therefore finally relative refractive index N21 is equal to refractive index of the second medium by refractive index of the first medium. So therefore N21 is equal to N2 by N1, that equals to V1 by V2. Okay. So we'll continue this chapter in the next video. Thank you.
Please do like, share this video and subscribe to our channel.